Good everyone, and welcome to today's market fundamental and technical breakdown. My name is Anthony Phillips Njoko, the founder of 10 Digital Lane, and today's market fundamental and technical breakdown is for the time period of 2nd of June to the 6th of June. Okay, 2nd of June to the 6th of June. How this goes down is that we're going to be talking about few pairs, talking about the Euro USD, the AUD USD, XAU USD, and BTC USDT. Okay, so let's dive into this. If this is your first time, don't forget to smash the like button, comment below what you like about this analysis, ask your questions about the strategy, and also make inquiries about how you can learn. Then I'll reach out to you. Meanwhile, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell icon so whenever we drop content like this you'll be notified. So before we dive into forecasting this week, we'll show you what happened for our forecast last week. So last week the market was here, okay, on the Monday. We told you that we expect the market to go down towards this prevailing trend line or break this supply zone and go higher to this psychological level. So last week forecast was 100%, okay. So this was a good trade. We took the sell. So right now, this week already has shown us what it wants to do. It has broke the prevailing trend, the supply zone, and has turned this supply zone into a reoptimization zone. And from here now, we can now expect buys heading into this week towards psychological level 1.15726. Okay, so this is my forecast for Euro USD. But before we move forward, let's update this chart. So I head to the weekly time frame now. On the weekly time frame, I would have to update the previous week high and previous week low. So this is the previous week high over here, and this is the previous week low over here. Then on daily time frame, we already know we update the daily demand and daily supply. So this is going to be the daily supply I see over here, okay? Because this is the last blue candle, buy candle before the market sold rapidly, okay? Then the daily demand is going to be this particular candle over here, this particular one over here. Then the prevailing trend line is already drawn. This is the probability is an uptrend. Then we'll go to the 4 hours time frame. Now the 4 hours time frame, we'll do the 4 hours demand and 4 hours supply. So for the 4 hours demand, this is going to be the 4 hours demand level over here. This last red candle before this high was taken, that's the 4 hours demand. Then for the 4 hours supply zone, okay, we look what? We look left, and this is the 4 hours supply zone all the way up here. It's not going to be the current supply zone for the 4 hours. So I mark it out like this. So that's what I see now. So from this level now, I'm expecting market to buy towards this upside. So we're looking for buy opportunities only for Euro USD because even previous week high has been taken. Previous week high has been taken. Okay. So we're going to go higher. So let's go to the AED USD chart. So for AED USD, it is loading. So our forecast for AED USD for last week was clear. Says from this region here over here on Monday, we expect the market to drop towards this demand zone. That's exactly what the market did. Then when the market came towards demand zone, we started looking for buy opportunities on AED USD, and the market has been buying rapidly. So that's what I see for AED USD. So our forecast for last week for AED USD was on point and was accurate. So let's update this week's. chart. So for this week, this was the previous week high. This was the previous week high and previous week low. This was the previous week high. This was previous week low. If we break previous week high, we go higher. If we break previous week low, we go lower. Then on the daily time frame, we spotted the prevailing trend in daily demand and daily supply. So the daily demand and daily supply still holds. Okay, the actual demand and supply. This is the supply zone on daily. This is the demand zone on daily. So it still holds. So then we move to the 4 hours time frame. So 4 hours time frame, we spot the 4 hours demand and 4 hours supply. So the 4 hours demand I see over here is this candle over here. Then the 4 hours supply, we use that 4 hours supply, that prevailing 4 hours supply, because this low was not taken. So what I still see for ADS is that there's chance that market will come towards here to head higher here again. So that's what I see. Because there's a recognition zone here, not a recognition, there's a supply zone here or return origin here that has not fulfilled efficiency yet. So market comes back towards here, get the buys to head higher, or the market could just head higher, shooting up from here towards this zone. So this is what I see now for AUD USD. Then the next is gold, XAU USD. So for gold, there has been a parabolic bull run due to the airstrike that was sent to the Russian Air Force. That was early yesterday morning by the Ukraine military force. So that has prompted uncertainty about the peace ceasefire deal. That made gold to start rising massively. So over here, this was our forecast for Monday. We see that the market was here. We started to come back towards the demand zone. Exactly that's what gold did. It just slipped down from this psychological level of 3350. It just started selling towards the psychological level of 3300. So our forecast for last week was on point. Then let's update this week's chart. We go to the weekly time frame. So the weekly time frame, what do? We update the previous week high and previous week low. So this is the previous week high. This is the previous week low. Then we go to the daily time frame. On daily time frame, we spot out the daily prevailing trend, which we can boldly see that it is what? An uptrend. Okay, that's the prevailing trend, an uptrend. And then we spot out the daily demand and supply. We need to spot out the daily demand and supply because we have already seen that the market prevailing trend is an uptrend. So we need to spot out daily demand and daily supply. So for daily demand, this last red candle is going to be daily demand. This candle here, because this bullish candle close higher above this, and this is a complete change of character. So this here, this change of character that was here, we now have to go to this spot. A complete change of character. Okay, so this is the daily supply, which is still on point. Okay, so that's it for gold. So we go to the 4 hours time frame, and if you can see boldly, it broke the previous week high. It broke the previous week high. So the demand zone you can see here now, as the 4 hours demand zone we see is over here, all these points here, and the 4 hour supply zone we see has been marked here far back. So what I see for gold now is if we see a little retest back towards this previous week high, okay, and also using this was supply zone to now become demand, it continues pushing higher towards this level. First psychological level is 3,400 per ounce. Second psychological level is 3,450. Then that will be creating a new all-time high for gold. But for now, any little pullback we see for gold, we continue buying. Okay, so that's what I see literally for gold right now. Because on the daily time frame, we already formed a new change of character in the daily time frame. So structure has actually changed from bearish before to massive bullish. And also there's also an internal trend. No more, not like an internal trend, but this trend formed. Something like this. So I see. So the retest can go somewhere like this. It can go somewhere like this. But the thing there is that there is this now is like this is like an ascending what? Ascending triangle. So a little retest back towards this level, you can get buys for gold heading to the upside. Okay. So that's what I see for XAU USD. Then the last on the list is BTC USDT. So for BTC USDT, the market created a new all-time high last week, $112,000. Market created a new all-time high, $112,000. So if I should zoom out like this, you can see what the market has been creating and how we have been tracking it. Okay, the market has been creating higher low, higher high, 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 came to create what under higher low for the next higher high. So from the projection already, we see that Bitcoin is going to create a new higher high and it is kicking up. So let's update the previous week high and previous week low. Let's go to the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, this is the previous week. Let me adjust this. Bless me. This is the previous week high. This is the previous week low. Then go to daily time frame. Then this is the daily demand. This last red candle we see over here before this high is created that took this high. Also this high was created. So this is now the daily demand which the market has come and respected there. And then this is the daily supply, the high point. Prevalent trend line is an uptrend. Then we go to 4 hours time frame. So on 4 hours we have the demand zone. So this is a change of character on 4 hours over here. This is a change of character I see on 4 hours. So the last red candle before that change of character occurred is this candle here. This last red candle here. So that's now the 4 hours demand zone. And from here now we can now expect massive rally for Bitcoin. Because we can also see that Bitcoin has created a change of character. So this is a high, this is a low. Trying to update the chart. So basically what I can see is on the 4 hours time frame, a change of character has formed from this massive retest. Is now for buyers to come in and push this market up to the new high we're expecting it to go to. So for the supply, 4 hour supply, this still holds as the previous week high, but we'll be aiming for the previous week high only. This level here, 110,700. So we are going to the 1 hour time frame. Let's see if we have an entry on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, exactly. So the 1 hour time frame gave us an entry by 6 o'clock this evening. So that's the candle, and this was the close of that candle. So this is the Bitcoin trade in front of us. This is 6 o'clock candle. So this is 6 o'clock. So if the market comes down towards this level again, you can take a buy on Bitcoin because the previous week low is being respected. So now from here we can take a buy and aim for the previous week high from this round figure, 110,000. Okay, the market comes back towards this 1 hour over here. You can take that buy, and our stop losses will be below here. Let's give it a figure. Let's give it a figure. 103,500 or so. 103,500. 103,500 or so. Then target is going to be 110. So let us edit it properly. 108,500. Target is going to be 110. Hmm. So that's it for our analysis. If you want to learn how to trade, you can dive down to our website www.tenexdigitallink.com. Once you visit there, you'll be able to see our courses and see our materials on how to trade. Okay. Then also you can visit our seller store. The link is going to be on the description. Okay. The seller store now is going to give you access to all our products and our materials. So you can be able to view our books, our courses, our signal book, and so on and so forth. So not to miss out on anyone, just check out the link in the description. We'll be sending the typing in the information there, and you'll be able to get the whole value you need to help you kickstart your trading journey. Okay, so don't sleep on this trade. I'll be dropping it in the community. Okay, and everyone can be able to use this Bitcoin buy trade to make some good money this week. Okay, thank you so much for your attention, and I wish you a profitable trading week.